Hey guys, this is Odd1 Gaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. In today's video, we're going to talk about something that's really fun that is not necessarily going to be a guide. It's just me playing around with my double Gnuts again, and we're going to be showing you something that's really fun. I was trying to get some better times on, see if I could do some sort of speed farming on stage 25 of Sand Devil, because I'm currently using the two-man team with, what's her name, Godseeker and Yuri, with the 5-star Awakened Blessing, with Ninja, and I can use food with that one as well, but it's pretty slow, and I was thinking, you know what, let me see, is there any way that I can actually speed farm it? And I went on the optimizer, on the Hell Hades optimizer, and I used that crazy feature which makes it so easy if you guys are trying to do that. But you would basically go, I cannot show you right now because I'm on the test server where I'm testing this, but you would just go to the team optimizer, you would select the Sand Devil stage 25, and then you would ask, suggest a team, and well, I did that, and lo and behold, this is the team that the optimizer suggested to me. So it's basically using my two Gnuts, which are amazing because they're, they're nuts. Then it's using Ramantu, Kaimar, and Sifi the Lost Bride. So if you have these people, it's extremely easy to build. You just obviously need to have certain speeds, make them go in a certain rotation, and then you're gonna have yourself an amazing, as you saw, 18-19 second speed farm of stage 25. This is really, honestly, this is something really amazing if you can have your people be in the same builds that you would normally use for other areas. However, if you have your Gnut built for what's it called? You have your Gnut built in a Relentless for Fire Knight, it might not work here because you don't want to get those extra turns. I have a feeling that this team would work with only one Gnut as well, and you could use the second one could be an Acresia, but I do not have an Acresia to test it, unfortunately, so, I cannot say yes, it works or no, it doesn't, because I don't have the second Acresia. So maybe I'm wrong, maybe there's just not enough hits, because Acresia should have this one to deal with. And I guess the 2 hits from him would be what? We would still be 1 hit short. Again, I've not tested this, so I cannot say yes, it works, or no, it doesn't. But if you do have the 2 Gnut, then it's going to work just fine. One other thing that I was trying to test, but it's extremely hard, and I did not quite find the trick to it, is if we do not have a Sifi, trying to drop one of these OP champions in a team, if you do not have a Sifi, can you still do it? Okay, this one might actually be a fail, so it's not 100%. Just want to clarify that. If, the weakened or the decreased defense from Ramantu gets resisted, then it becomes a problem and it fails. So it's not a perfect team, it's not 100%, but it works so fast that it's amazing. So obviously the replacement, for example, for Ramantu, which most people use, is a Riho Bone Spear. I do not have her, but the whole idea behind this is you want a ton of debuffs on the boss, and obviously you want to have the decreased defense and the weaken on it in order to work so fine. So let me just show you the presets of the team that I have. So first one is the Sifi that goes open to the A1 and basically puts the boss to sleep. Second one that comes through is Ramantu, does his 4 debuffs, and plays decreased defense, weaken, decreased speed, all the good stuff in there, so that there are debuffs in there, especially decreased defense and weaken, but every single one of the other debuffs that you place makes the boss take more damage, because the passive of the boss says he's only going to take 10% of the damage if there's no debuffs on him. So that's why Ramantu or Riho are kind of the key in this team. Then you have the 2 Gnuts going with the Blessed Bash, doing the crazy damage. Then Kaimar comes with a reset. Sifi boosts the turn meter as well, because the reason why Kaimar is so good is he resets, but he also boosts the turn meter. Then Sifi comes after that and, pushes the turn meter up by 10%, but it still helps, and also presses the increased speed. Ramantu does whatever. I mean, honestly, I could even open and then do not use. It should make it faster because you're wasting animations basically. So open with that one, then priority this, and then go for it. But then the Gnut come back and do it. So what I was trying to do is I was trying to push it to stage 24 and use Mug Stalker instead of Sifi. That would have had an instant 3% chance to fail from the beginning because of the Mug Stalker can get 3% resistance, whereas Sifi, she cannot get resisted, and that's why she's so much better on the A1, okay? And yeah, look at this. This is 10 turns. This just works perfectly. So yeah, that's why Sifi works. But let me show what I was actually trying to do, okay? So I was trying to use the Mug Stalker variation for this one because he puts asleep for 2 turns. I guess it doesn't have to be Mug Stalker. It can be anybody else. But again, you have to have that sleep be reliable enough. But the problem here was the fact that this happens, first of all, and you know, I will not have enough damage. I don't come back to my damage fast enough. The other option I would have is to try and bring somebody else that doesn't sleep, because right now what I did, as you can see, is I just built both my Gnuts in Stone Skin to try and see if I can take the hit and then do enough damage, but there's not enough debuffs at the end, so that's a problem. So the only other thing that I could test is try and bring somebody else instead of Mugstalker to put the sleep, that puts his sleep for 1 turn. So you know what, let me just look for another champion that does sleep and come right back, and we can test with that. So see you in a bit. Okay, so I'm back. I basically just found, you know what, I have a Gaius the Gleeful, and on my main account I can almost +4 my Gaius. I said, you know what, let me throw a few books in and let me try him out, and he actually is the perfect candidate if you do have him, because, well, you know what, on his A2, after he puts the sleep first and then he puts the 2 bombs, which kind of opens up some different team ideas for, you know, doing stage 24, maybe even without Romantu, you know, maybe with somebody else that does decreased defense and weaken. That could be something interesting, but let's look how it goes. Again, keep in mind this one has a 3% chance to fail if he does not land the sleep, okay? If he does not land the sleep, or if like Romantu doesn't land the decreased defense or weaken, it can fail. That's why obviously the team with Sifi is so much better, because, well, like I said, Sifi cannot have the sleep on the A1 be resisted. But this one, honestly, looking at the way the damage works, I have a feeling like this one might even work with just 1 Gnut and an Ecclesia. This one looks so much better, because let's check it out again. The way that this works is we get the first hit in there from him, boom, poisons, then all those debuffs. Look at the damage though. The HP goes so much faster. Maybe this one would obviously not come the same, but we're already so much past the half point, you see? So by the time he comes, there's gonna be like just a little bit left. So maybe Ecclesia would work, who knows? Definitely worth checking out. But obviously the whole concept of this team is pretty simple. You need a sleep champion that goes first, then you need to Ramantu to go second and place all of his debuffs if you're doing the one with the Sifi, then you get the Gnus to do the damage, Prince Kaima resets, and then you go again. So yeah, let me quickly show a little bit the builds that I had on people. So my Sifi was just in my speed, you know, with that I have in full protection. Then Romantu is just perceptions and stuff. You just need the accuracy to land your debuffs. Obviously, if you have your Romantu built for Arena, he should be just fine. Just keep in mind, if he's slow, you need him to be fast. You need him to be faster than 270, because that's the speed on 25, or faster than 265, because that's the speed of the boss on stage 24. Then you're gonna have the Gnuts, which they should be, you know, close to that speed, somewhere under 250 speed or 260, because the boss gets a decreased speed, and you do not want them to hit while the boss still has the sleep, because that's gonna push the boss's turn meter higher. You want the boss to take a turn, you know, lose that sleep, and then you can still do the crazy damage because the debuffs are there. So yeah, that's why I have both my Gnuts. Like I said, I tried some fun stuff to having them in Stone Skin, but now that I noticed this, you don't really need them in Stone Skin. Just build them as you usually would have, I don't know, some reflex, some lethal, whatnot. You cannot have Relentless though. If you have Relentless and they take extra turns, that might, you know, it's just gonna slow it down. It's just gonna slow it down on them. I guess it would still work, just because you're not gonna wake the boss from the sleep on that stage. No, let me run it again to see, because I might be saying something wrong, and I don't want to give the false information. Wrong dungeon. So let's go again to stage 25 to see the Sifi team. At least, you know, for the first one, for the Sifi team, because we look over here. So we do the sleep, we put the debuffs. Okay, so you can even have Relentless if you want on them, just, you know, it's gonna be a bit slower. If they gain extra turns, it's gonna be a bit slower, but I guess it might help because they're gonna bring some other debuffs. So, you know what? Correction, they can be in Relentless if you want, and that, you know, that might be even better. And even your Ecclesias, if you bring Ecclesias and they're Relentless, they might be even better, because if they get turn, makes it reliable. So yeah, who else am I missing? Oh yeah, and the last one was Prince Kaimar. He was just my Prince Kaimar that I had in like some resistance, speed, and accuracy. Just tweaked his speed. He just needs to be, basically he needs to be 1 speed slower than the last person in your team, which is going to be the slowest Gnut, to reset, and then everybody goes again and does all their shenanigans. But yeah, Gaius, I kind of built same thing, like, you know, gave him speed. This is overkill. I just need like 218, that's fine. Enough accuracy to land these debuffs, and with the lead from Romantu or Gnut, you need basically around 420, and you should be just fine. But yeah, I guess this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this was fun. I might still be playing with this one to see if I can drop the other Gnut, at least for stage 24. Because that would be really fun. You know what? That would be really fun if if I could drop one of the Gnuts and just bring a Cold Heart or something like that. That could be true, but I don't think the Cold Heart would bring enough damage. If I had, I wish I had an Acresia, because then I could test and see how it works. But on stage 24, it should work basically because of the extra debuffs that Gaius brings in there. I'm really happy that I found Gaius for this team. But anyway, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, run. Bye, guys.